Alright, everybody, so game time. It will be the set between Ivolio and the Liquidator this evening. We got another set to cast after this. Starting here, though, we'll take a quick look at the Civ draft. Look on your screen here. We have Liquidator choosing Lithuanians, Huns, Japanese, which were sniped, Slavs, and Burgundians. Berbers were the ban. And then his opponent has Vikings, Ethiopians, Magyars, which were sniped, Mayans, Italians, and he banned Mongols. So, first set games should be pretty entertaining. Home maps here. We're going to have Ivolio with Bog Islands, as he has wrote here, but it's Bog Delta. And then we have Dry Lake for the Liquidator. So, we're going to get underway here in just a moment, guys. Looking forward to this one myself. Get Capture Age fired up, and we will be underway. Alright, so game number one here between. Whoops. Uno momento. What have I done? Loaded up the wrong game. My bad, my bad. Knight will be joining, Knight. Hitch will be joining here shortly. Alright, let's get the correct game loaded in here. Alright, so Liquidator here against Ivolia. GG. Question mark. Alright, so Liquid in blue. He will be playing with Huns here on Battlegrounds. His opponent here is going to be Ivolia with the Mayans. Mayans, an interesting choice here. Not something we've seen very often, but we'll see how things go here. And what is going on? Chat having issues already. Bot spam. Yeah, that's just lovely. It's just what I want to deal with right now. Hold on. I will take care of this in just a second. Alright. Alright. I think we should be good now. Knight, you've been modded. You are the soldier here to deal with the bots. Sound good? Alright, Liquidator here. Pretty standard start for both. It looks like scouts are across here in the middle, right next to each other, and we do have Ivolia taking a few hits of HP here, so that is a nice situation. And then we have Boar coming in here, so nothing too crazy. Boar on this side on its way in as well. Should be a pretty interesting situation, though. Huns versus Mayans. I feel like it's going to be a very difficult position for Huns. not having a whole lot of options here. I mean, knights will be the play. I imagine cav archers could be, but knights feel like the only real option. Thank you, Knight. If it gets too crazy, just let me know. Hitch with the Prime sub coming in for his 22nd month in a row. Thank you, sir. Alright, builds are pretty standard here. Nothing too crazy. No barracks for either player yet. Kind of thinking that we're going to see straight archers from our Mayan player. And we should see a scout build coming in here for the Liquidator. Sub hype indeed. Hitch, longest sub so far. Alright, Liquidator is even going to push in his deer, so he will be taking care of that, getting a few more turkeys in here. Scout is on a little bit of a low HP situation because the Ivolio got him a few times with the scout. So, looks like we are going to see a quick uptime coming in here as Liquid is pushing in the deer. He does have a good bit of food. Should be able to click up after Loom, I believe. Just shy, actually. But he will garrison the berries. And we'll be up at 19 bills. Thanks, Knight. Appreciate it. Alright, so a lumber camp is on its way up. A second lumber camp on its way up for Ivolio. He spread these out quite a bit here, actually, which is kind of interesting. Because we're going to try to see some sort of walls around those, I guess. No walling for either player just yet, which feels kind of weird. But at the same time, makes a lot of sense, really. Barracks on its way up here for Liquid. He will be going scouts, no question. The lore for Ivolio not really going all that well for him here. Feudal Age is on its way in, no barracks up yet, so nothing to even defend this position. We'll be attempting to get some walls up here at the moment. We'll be headed to gold. This is going to be an archer build of sorts. Interestingly, we have horse collar and a double bid X as well, so going to be an interesting position. Scouts into a range? I don't think so. I think we're just going to go scouts into knights, honestly. I don't think a range is really going to be necessary. Not here early. Maybe into castle he'll go that route, but one scout is in. Otherwise the walls are up on this side. Scout production has begun. Walls slowly coming up here for the Liquidator as well. He isn't too worried about mobility at the moment, though. Gonna be some fairly big walls, actually. Range is not up yet. One eagle. There are two scouts here. Pull Vills and fight could be an option, but looking like this is gonna be a Vill down already. Yeah, nice micro away from this. Vill does go down, delaying the house as well. Doesn't really matter that much, but another Vill probably gonna go down here. One scout will be lost, but one scout for two Vills. And now they're going to take that eagle out as well. This is looking very, very good for the Liquidator. He does get that Vill quick-walled, has a spear out in time to back up from this. Scout production will probably end after this, I believe. Looks like we are getting onto good scout numbers. Liquid microing that very well, Knight, actually. Nice position for him. Scouts are still looking around here. It is only a few spears. Yes, there are 3 spears here already. But Woodline could be rather exposed. There's a chance he could loop all the way around here. Could cause quite a bit of problems. Scouts will take the fight here. It is only against 1. Very good micro here, but not going to micro away from those 2. Walls back home coming up for Liquid. Should have no problems getting them up. Second range down already, but now this is where it becomes a problem. Spears are no longer chasing. Quick wall came in, but alright, looks like he will be able to maintain his position. On this side there will be a spear. Liquid probably not going to get a whole lot more done with these, though he has had really good micro thus far. Few archers out here now as well, but even picking up an archer here would be good value. Yeah, there are skirmishers on the field here, so there has been a range made. Picking up an archer with these scouts still yet to lose them is quite nice. Looks like he will try to run out of here. Will lose 1 scout in the process. Oh, another Vil. Excellent micro. Look at that. Another scout for another Vil. They take that all day, every day. Scouts, skirms, will be wheelbarrow coming in. Farm numbers up to 13 compared to 6 at the moment. Liquid looking like he is in commanding position at the moment. Double range, blacksmith will be down. And we have quite the Vil lead already here, as the scouts will just go about their business and scout around. We have 17 farms. These Vils will all have wheelbarrow and horse collar bit axe already in. Looks like we are going to have some archers here potentially going forward, which would be of interest here, but skirmishers already here to defend, so might not see much out of that if he does go forward. He is going to have to try, though. Needs to try to create some damage. Cannot let his opponent continue without being pressured, at least. Neither player going to the center. Think that with the Liquid's position, he could have gone to the center and gotten some hunt here. Would have been just fine. Looks like a lot of the res generated a little bit farther away from him because of the player's position, so a little bit awkward for him there. Will only be 4 skirmishers in defense here. 9, 10, 11 archers, a few spears. Yeah, they are both playing it like Arabia. Absolutely. Now, back home, 13 farms to 20, and Castle Age will very shortly be clicking up here for Liquid. There it is. Castle Age on its way. Only 4 skirms. He did see all this, so maybe he's just trying to bide his time here. Obviously, he sees pretty much all of the map. But, oh, he doesn't even know where his opponent is. That is problematic. He expects him to be in this corner, but doesn't have the exact location. Will be walking onto the side with the range. Castle Age on its way. Plate Barding, another stable coming down. No big surprise there. Things are looking fairly nice. There's a hole, which is unfortunate. Actually traps the spears in here, which is quite nice there. We'll be able to take those out, no problem. And now the archers will be able to try to pressure here. Not sure what the purpose of those balls are, but skirmishers should be just fine to deal with this for now. There's only 4 though, so that could be a bit of a problem. And there is another hole though. Archers are in, so this is a good chance for Ivolio to get a Vil pick or 2. But no fletching on his units. He does idle the eco, which is going to be good. Skirm's nowhere near to be found here as well. Need to get over here, but as soon as we get a knight out, Probably just one knight with these skirms will clean things up. Will be multiple knights produced at the same time here, though. Skirms will take the engagement. Not a great one for them, but they will definitely help clean this up. One vill has gone down. Liquid down in the villager count at the moment, but that's just because of Castle Age. He was ahead. He did block these in here, as the knights will have +1 defense, and fleshing has finally come in here for Ivolio. Skirms with knights will clean this up, no question. And this is looking better and better here, as Vills did escape out the front here for the Liquidator as well, so he is on 2 TCs. Ivolio has clicked Castle Age. There is an overchop down here now, though. So knights, scouts, and a few skirmishers are coming forward. There's a decent archer mass here, but needs to try to delay. Would be great if he could plug this hole. Could definitely sit behind walls for a little bit. Padded archer armor has also come in. Vill lead should shift to Liquid's position here pretty shortly, but decent idle TC times for both, really. And things are kind of even at the moment. Needs to rush those houses down. Will get them up in time. Buying more time. These archers will come over and be in a fine position. That hole, if he clicks past, that hole could be realized. He is headed in that general direction at the moment. Could be rather problematic here. Archers will just fight from over here. But yeah, this hole, he's definitely clicked past, right? Oh no. And it will be a massacre. Villagers going down. We have archers running against low numbers of knights. Vills are doing the damage, though, as quite a few vills have already gone down. It's now a 10 villager advantage here at the cost of only a handful of knights here. This is not a pretty situation. And there's still 4 knights here. Will be 3 range, all in, crossbow, thumb ring, everything on its way in. 3rd range will be spotted, but another vill or 2 could go down. Somehow he survives without losing more vills there. But honestly, that feels really, really bad. And now I would expect to see a forward siege workshop. Or maybe we just boom and keep getting knight numbers out, I guess. 21 on wood seems a bit excessive here from the Liquidator. But yeah, it definitely looks GG. It's going to be hard to come back from that. But if there's any civ that can come back from this, you have to believe it'd be Mayans, right? Crossbows are almost fully upgraded. Need a university to come in for ballistics, which is going to be problematic. But right now, the knight numbers are only at 8. Very rough indeed. Archers have left the base and are headed forward, but knights, if they go in here, could do even a ton of damage. Have another TC over here on the stone. Crossbows do show themselves, but no ballistics. Not even going to kill this knight. It survives with 3 HP, and now we have all of the knights going to be headed back in this direction. 12 knights with +2 against non-ballistic, but otherwise fully upgraded Mayan crossbows. I mean, you're going to take a decent fight here, maybe downhill? Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a rough fight. I think if the crossbows are microed well, it should be a decent enough exchange, but obviously not what you want to have happen here. Looks like he might... No, he walked into town center fire too. And reinforcements should be close by. I don't think he's going to live with any archers here. which is massively painful for Ivolio, who's already behind. GG, well played, has come in. Pretty clean, efficient play from the Liquidator here. GG. Yeah, let me just look at the KD. Scouts getting in, great micro on the scouts there, doing a really good job to get himself the advantage, and then got in to an unfortunate overchopped area. Thank you for the follow, Laser Wolf. Welcome to the channel. Casting your set next, by the way. Whew. But GG's, man, good game, and we will be moving on to the next. Yeah, that just felt like it was pretty clean. Oh, I know who you are, Laser Wolf. That's why I said I'm casting your set next. Yeah, your Discord name's the same as your Twitch name, so no worries, man. But yes, Law Dog Sucks is here, folks, and he'll be here for the next one. So, game number 2 will be on Ivolio's home map, of which he has Bog Islands as he is selected here. It is in fact Bog Delta, but nonetheless, we'll forgive him for his mistake. Alright, Civ Draft.
Will we?
Huns with the win. Hitch. Yes, we will. Welcome, welcome. Alright. Good civs left over for both. Burgundian, Slavs, Lithuanians for the Liquidator. I'd expect to see Lithuanians here on Bog Delta. And then Ivolia has Vikings, Ethiopians, and Italians. Wouldn't be too surprised to see Vikings or Italians here, but I would prefer Vikings, personally.
Yeah, you're always loving the Vikings.
Who doesn't love the Vikings? Great civ. Alright, game number 2, guys. Getting everything connected. And we'll be good to go. Hitch.
Yes.
Whenever you're at 5 seconds.
Are you at the right map?
No, I'm not. What am I doing?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What you're doing.
I did this earlier. I loaded up the wrong set, too. Apologies, guys. A rough day, apparently. I don't know what's going on over here. Alright. There we go. I have the right game this time.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so Liquid had the first game there, came out with the win. Bog Delta, one of my favorite maps we have here. I feel like there's a lot of variety we've been seeing in this higher bracket. I mean, what do you think about it, Hitch?
I mean, we've seen most of the maps often enough now to really know what to expect. Some of the meta for some of them. But this one, though, this fun generation here at Bog Delta, both players going to be able to easily secure the and all this fighting is going to be right over here on the water. I think ships could play a huge role in here if anyone goes that route.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a very interesting position. Obviously, Vikings with the longboats could have some very unique units on water that we don't see a ton of. And I think if you wall up and control the shoreline with longboats, it could be devastating, really. It's got to survive, outlast your opponent.
Yeah. Lithuanians on this map, is that all about the drush? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, Drush is great. I think the reason they're chosen here, though, is they start with that additional food, so they could get onto a dock a lot quicker here. Really great on hybrid maps. Exorcist, the only thing that I saw during Wololo that was announced was a little video saying that there will be a Wololo 5. That's really about it. No information otherwise. So,
Overall, this map definitely more favorable for Evola, so hopefully on his home map here he's able to pull through. A gold very awkwardly placed for Liquidator, and just a little bit harder for him to wall up here.
yeah, the wood lines here very much in favor for Ivolia, as he doesn't even have the wall, but a small section, which I think a barracks or a stable could cover with maybe a palisade there. So really nice for him, and he will be putting houses up here to the north, so potentially expecting him just to wall straight up to the water would make most sense. Liquid looking pretty clean with the scout builds, though. I think we might see that again here on this map. Obviously, it's a lot more closed off than Battlegrounds, but could definitely be something interesting there.
Yeah, and Liquidator going to the mill, but we do have a Vil out front for Vola, so there's the dock now.
Yeah, I mean, we already looked at the math yesterday, and we have 36 deep fish on this gen, which I think is the same as last night, and that is 8,100 food. It's a lot of food out there, and we might see a Liquidator just giving it up.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, it's on Evola to win this one. You know, if he's the only one on water, that's a big advantage. The map is definitely slightly favored towards him. So you gotta win your home map here, right? Best of 3.
And you'd have to think that the Viking matchup with Lithuanians isn't a bad one at all. I mean, he'll have good infantry with more HP, which is a slight bonus there for him. He'll have an amazing eco, especially if he's on water and his opponent is not. Could be very nice.
Mm-hmm. I think it's really hard to lose with Vikings here, right? On this map, in this situation. Liquidator hasn't gone out to water. He's not going to have any relics. That's a big Lithuanian bonus he'll be missing. And even if he did go cavalry, you know, you don't get half bad. You know, or we could see berserkers. You know, like all this gold should be available if only one player's on water. If he can get that, it could be very fun to see where it goes.
Yeah, and we actually see the Liquidator already up, so maybe he is going to be going for scouts again here. And if the walls are up at that time, it's going to be a big investment for very little here, which it looks like they should be. Only one more section he has to place foundations down, so.
So far, I just haven't been convinced. I don't know. Drush has done really well here, but it seems other feudal aggression scouts has struggled on this map.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. And he is
And
in
the
fact
walls
going
are
to
up.
rush down the walls, so. So, he is on water. He has 3 fishing ships out. Has quite the economy lead at the moment. And he will be walled pretty securely even. There's only a small stretch of palisade walls. Houses will obviously take a lot longer to get through here, so.
Yeah, the only potential risk here is if maybe if Liquidator attacked the far out palisades and could get in before Vil could get over there. But with Vil from the berries, they're not that far away. It doesn't feel like scouts are going to accomplish much here.
It will be a tower on the wood line here for Liquid. He has sent the Vils forward. He should be shifting onto Stone if he plans on continuing that kind of a push. But
and that's a great way to respond to how this is, but it should be easy for Vol. As soon as he sees that he can wall behind this, he has safe wood lines. It denies 1 stone. I mean,
He does see it. His scout ran right by it, so he does see the foundation, but he's more worried about the scout right now, so this may go without a reaction here.
Yeah, may not have even noticed it.
More vills are forward as well. Alright, he did notice that he has left. He is not going to counter. He's just going to put a market wall down to buy himself some more time, which I don't really like, but...
Yeah, he can't even wall that. He can't build that from the corner. So, would have been better just to put it a little bit further back. He's just got to re-wall here.
Yeah,
And if he can just re-wall behind it, I mean, even if it's, and the other guy goes on to tower stone and keeps getting towers, that just puts him further behind. So, just wall behind. Stop with this market. Jesus Christ, stop with the market. Stop with the market.
he could wall from the lumber camp area to that house and over instead of losing vills here. I mean, he will be getting enough HP on this. It won't go down for quite some time, so...
I don't care. It's the point is it's dumb. That's the problem. It's dumb.
I don't agree with it myself. Fishing ship's also not working. Oof.
Yeah,
oh, why did he walk away from this? Oh no, the scout's gonna be in.
Oh, come on.
Oh, it's still a hole.
That won't.
Okay, he's gonna buy himself enough time.
Should have been a house there, no problem. Needs to continue putting houses up here.
I vote demo ship. Bring out a demo ship.
I don't think a demo ship does anything.
I know, but I'm just voting for it. All right, so he's gonna try to rush the market down since there's only there's nothing in the market. Still not gonna go up.
I'm just. This play just doesn't feel great. It feels like a Vol has all the advantages here, and it doesn't feel like it with how he's playing this.
Yeah, it feels really bad, and the walls are continuing to be attacked, and he's not walled behind quite proficiently here, and he will be getting this market up here. It did cost him 2 villagers' lives and a lot of HP on a few others.
And it's just ridiculous to sacrificing villagers for such an awkward market. So many idle villagers, so many idle fishing ships.
Yeah, and he's walking away. These units are gonna get in.
Has he never been pressured on any map ever before? This is just so awkward a response. Now you're sending the vills over when the palisades going. I mean, and granted, he's worried about the archers and skirms, but if he had made a fire ship, these archers and skirms would have never been an issue.
Yeah, I don't like this at all. I mean, he is up to castle. I think he'll be fine for the time being, but this is a lot of idle time, a lot of issues with his economy, and Liquid behind this, sitting pretty comfortably at home, even if his opponent does get to castle. It's only 32 vills to 32 vills right now, so...
I mean, if he can get out, he doesn't have much gold, but he's got 4 on gold. If he can get a longship or 2 out, he stops this push.
Yeah, longboat would be nice here. But I don't know if he'll go that route.
It's the only choice he has. He doesn't have barracks.
Oh, he doesn't, does he?
He doesn't have ship for wood income. So he's gotta sacrifice as many villages as it takes right now to keep these house walls up. And
yeah, but the house wall is going down quickly here.
Yes, he needs to get over there. Go, my God, go, go, go! I can't handle it. This is such a good map, such a good Civ matchup. You can't, and only 1 vill. Why only 1 vill? Why only 1 vill?
Vill goes down.
One longboat. One longboat completely destroys that. Yep. Tell me it doesn't.
There's a longboat coming out, but it's too late now.
Yeah, Ivolio through this. This is ridiculous. This is awful. GG. That's we can stop casting right now. That's beyond GG.
No, I don't disagree. All this eco's exposed. He is in castlage, but he's about to lose all of his economy. He's already at a vill deficit here. Damage is going to be done, no question. Woodline, a lot of low HP vills.
Yeah, and now he's making the longships, and it's too late. If he would have house walled immediately the whole thing instead of doing it so late, he would have been fine. If he would have just sacrificed a couple vills to keep that house up, he would have been fine. Literally 20 more seconds, and that whole army from Liquidator dies, and and Liquidator's just probably dead.
Yeah. No, but now all these vills here on the gold, all the other
Yeah,
vills are here trying to mill the deer. And yeah, I imagine the GG will come in before too long. This will be a quick
damn.
set.
I mean, I'm not trying to be too harsh on you, Vol. I didn't watch the other game. I don't know how you played, but that was awkward and unfortunate and just all around bad. I mean, like how there's so many questionable decisions on that. And you think if you're planning to go this route, if you're planning to do the whole um, just FC and walls, make walls and get to castle and go to longboats, you should be better at doing that wall behind thing. Like the market was terrible, the delays to house walls were terrible, the decision making was terrible. I don't know if he's just tilted from that last game. It's rough.
Yeah, I mean, Liquid really didn't do anything too crazy here. He put some nice pressure on early, but it was definitely defendable. Walling this market was a terrible position. I would have rather seen a counter tower,
Yeah, just
especially if
losing
you're
bills
going
there.
water. Why not put the stone up and go into a tower fight at least? And then walling behind field very, very awkward here for him. It just didn't feel like he wanted to commit enough to it.
Yeah, that's maybe that's the way. It feels like Exorcist played this with Vol and told him the strat was shit. Okay. Um, I think if instead of doing that weird market, if he just houses walls from the lumber camp down towards the water, straight down, he's fine there. And then he house walls immediately behind all the palisades. He's fine. But instead, he did one house at a time. He gave Liquidator time to shift into an archer range, and he sacrificed Phils to get this market up, but he wouldn't sacrifice Phils to keep that house up. And if he had kept that house up, one long boat kills all that.
Yeah, and I don't mind the
One,
strategy, but it was just poorly executed there. I mean, quite unfortunate for him. We are going to update the bracket, so if you guys want to avoid spoilers, look away now. But well, we can keep harping on it all day. But
no,
games
it
are
just it.
in.
Of course, I'm as harsh as I am because I would have liked to see it work, and it was so close to working. If he made so many mistakes, and if he had not made any one of those mistakes, I think he gets the longboats up before the walls are broken in, and he is put in a very solid position in the mid
Yeah,
game. I mean, he would have been in Castle Age, he with his opponent in feudal and not really close to Castle. There would have been so much spent on military for Liquidator, and he could have pushed in with whatever he felt like.
yeah,
Not a guarantee of a win, but he would have been in an amazing position if one less mistake.
absolutely. But so Liquidator with a 2-0 sweep. We'll move on to face useless APM or APM useless here. Um, we're going to cast another set. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. I know it was super quick, but we will be moving on here to the next one.